Hi guys, we are in the Peugeot 2008 and we are somewhere in Setia Alam. And what are we doing? We are doing a fuel consumption test. So we have all the cameras rolling. I have one camera pointed to the front, one camera pointed at me, see my face, and then we have one camera at the back that has a look at the dashboard area. Okay, got to set up the aircon. Aircon is set at 22 degrees. Fan is about halfway, and we are running the 1.2 litre turbocharged engine on very normal throttle. We are driving in the Setia Alam area, and we are just following the traffic. So what we want to do is maybe about 30 kilometers of driving and see what we can achieve based on this. So it's going to be a bit of mixed driving. There won't be a lot of start stop except for the traffic light in front, but we are turning left, yes, and we'll see what type of mileage we set. We have set the meter at 0, and right now it's showing 7.3 liters per 100 kilometers. Oh, it's gone to 7.6 because the distance is very short, yeah, and we're just driving it like normal. There's a bit of rain outside, but it has stopped. Still a little bit of drizzle. And we're going to take the NKVE and head towards Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so we have 130 horsepower and 230 Newton meters of torque from a 3-cylinder double overhead cam in direct injection engine, I think, and it comes from Peugeot stables, and arithmetic is very simple. They have a 1.6 litre engine that has 4 cylinders, so each cylinder is about 400 cc, so 3 out of 4 is 1.2, and so that's why you have a 1.2 litre engine made up of 3 cylinders. So basically the internal parts of the engine, most of the parts except for the crankshaft, con rods, pistons, piston rings and stuff like that, they all follow the same standard size as in the 4-cylinder. So it's a common piston, common con rod and things like that, and of course things like water pump and all will be very, very similar. So parts for the engine is not a problem. Now, how does 3-cylinder perform against 4-cylinder? We have driven this car, and driven at normal speeds, you wouldn't even think that it was a 3-cylinder. It's only when you accelerate a little bit, you hear a little bit of the roar of the 3-cylinder. And it's quite muted, and if you just drive it like a normal person, I don't think you will even notice it. Of course, most important thing about this is that there has to be enough engine power, and yes, there is enough power. You just have to throttle it, and the turbo starts coming in from a very low RPM. Okay, we have a young lady in a Cooper S that's going quite fast, but we'll stay out of everybody's way and just go normal speeds. I just wanted to make sure that car was certain where it was going, and then we can continue without any worries. Okay, we're just following the flow of traffic. We're going at 87, 89 kilometers per hour. I have no idea what is the speed limit here. I suppose it's about 90 lah. Yeah. And today is the third day of Chinese New Year. We officially started work. See the red t-shirt? It's a special made up for the Chinese New Year. And if you're interested, of course, you can always get in touch with us. Okay, I'm going to take the middle lane because we're going a little bit faster than the other people. We are heading towards the toll. Okay, we've gone for 3 kilometers and we have 7.6 liters per 100. Now the claim consumption on this car is 4.5. And that is under the NEDC, which is the new European driving cycle test. So they have a set level of testing, and we are not quite sure what that is, but they do things like accelerate for so much for so many seconds, and then you have to go to that speed and hold it for so many seconds, and so on and so forth. So it's a formula that all the cars have to go through, and then they come up with this magic number, which is the fuel consumption of that engine. So over here we do a more what you call real world testing. You drive it under actual conditions and give you an idea of how much is the fuel consumption of such a car. Of course, with every different test, it's a different set of conditions. Like today, the temperature is a little bit cooler, so it might be a bit better. But it says 33 degrees on the outside. Yes, it's 33 degrees outside. And of course, the density of the air is different, yeah, with the temperature. And also the traffic conditions are different all the time. So there are some people who never fail to tell me, oh, you should get stuck in a traffic jam and then get the fuel consumption. Now my only reply to that is getting stuck in a traffic jam to check out what is the fuel consumption is actually not very bright lah. Because there's nothing to achieve in a traffic jam. So what you want to know is what kind of fuel consumption you can get whilst the car is moving, yeah, in under normal conditions of traffic. Oops, it says no smart tech. Cannot be. Sorry about that. The smart tech somehow didn't work. Okay, so that took up a bit of fuel, but anyway, we are showing 7.0. Yeah. Let's see whether we can get it down to 4.5 as claimed. Because when we first start off, well, the engine works a bit harder. It's only when you get onto the highway part where you have a more consistent speed that you can get the consumption to go down. And actually it has gone up, okay? It's 7.1, and my gosh, we are going at 100 kilometers per hour. Oops. It's so easy to exceed the speed limit because this car has a turbo. I was just checking if my microphone was on. So here we are driving at 88 kilometers per hour, which is, I think, close to the, oh sorry, he went to 92 already. So the speed limit here, I think, is 90. Okay, the fuel consumption has dropped down to 6.8. We are now on the NKVE, heading towards Petaling Jaya from Shah Alam, and it's gone to 6.7, and it's time to drink some water. Oops, we are 105. Down to 95, 93, 92, 91, 90. Yes, it's 90, 88. Okay, it's quite hard to maintain a steady speed. Okay, camera is still on. It's a bit dark. I hope we can see. So as you can see, we are actually following the flow of traffic, and the traffic is going now at 89 kilometers per hour. Gone to 91, and we have 6.3. We have gone for 10 kilometers. Okay, the sun is starting to shine, quite hot, and it's 34 degrees Celsius on the outside. So it's 2:24 in the afternoon. Okay, my collision warning tells me I'm close to the vehicle in front. Okay, we'll lift off a bit. Yeah, so the instruments come on again after the warning light goes off. Okay, we're just following the traffic in front, and we hit 100 momentarily. Now we're down to 96, and there's a truck flashing us from behind. Quite a distance away. And we have 5.8. Cars in front are going really slow. Okay, I'm going to pull over to the left because there's a truck that wants to overtake. So let's allow him to overtake. I'll go one more to the left and stay out of everybody's way, but we'll still follow the flow. That's the red truck passing us now. And he's going at 90. We are going at 89. And we have a nice empty lane in front of us. This is the extreme left lane. That's a very good lane for fuel consumption tests. So guys, you can see the exact speeds at which we are going. We are not hiding anything, and what I'm doing is I'm using a light throttle, and we got 5.8. So this is a 1.2 litre petrol turbocharged engine, 3 cylinders, and rated at 4.5 litres per 100 kilometers. Now we are showing 5.8 litres per 100 kilometers. Air conditioning accounts for about 0.3 of a litre, so we should be showing 4.8 if we can achieve whatever is the claimed fuel consumption. We've done 17 kilometers and we are being overtaken by the same truck again, and I'm moving out to be behind him, and he's moving out one more lane. We've done 17 kilometers and we have 5.6. Let's try to go to about 90 kilometers per hour. Okay, we're climbing up a slight slope. And we're going at 96 kilometers per hour. And it's dropped to 5.7. Can you believe it? There are actually people who drive so slow on the highway. At 78, 76. Okay, we are pulling out. He must be on an economy run too. Okay, we've gone 21 kilometers. And we have 5.7. I can't believe this. .6, and we have done 22 kilometers. Okay, we're going up the hill, so we speed up a little bit, try to get a bit of momentum. Okay, we have 25 kilometers. And we have 5.7. Okay, we're going to cut to the left and we'll exit at Sungai Buloh. Okay, fuel consumption went up to 5.8 because of the hill. Yes, we've only gone 26 kilometers, so but we'll get a little bit back downhill here. .7. And we're going at very much the same speed as everybody else, except for those on the fast lane, of course. Wow, look at the traffic on the other side of the highway. Road is getting crowded. Okay, we have 5.6 and we've done 27 kilometers. Kilometers. And we have 5.6, 5.5. Ooh. Okay, maybe we should go up to 50 kilometers and see whether we can get. Well, it's still dropping. But no, we will just stick to 30 kilometers. And I think that's a good enough indication of what kind of fuel consumption you can get driving in this style. We have done 29 kilometers. By the time we hit the toll, it will be 30 kilometers. Okay, we're exiting at Sungai Buloh. And we have 5.4. Okay, we didn't get our target of 4.5. But I suppose if we go a longer distance, I think we can hit 4.5 lah. But anyway, this is the indication of what the car can do. And a lot of it will depend on your driving style. But if you look at my driving style now, I'm driving at basically the kind of speed that everybody else is driving, yeah? And we have 5.4 and 30 kilometers. That's it, guys. 5.4 liters per 100 over 30 kilometers of testing in the Peugeot 2008. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching, and till we meet again, bye bye.